Hello, brothers, and welcome to Sigma Old Man channel. The most dangerous person in the room is the one you never see coming. Here's a little-known fact. 93% of communication is non-verbal, which means the most powerful individuals aren't the ones shouting their dominance. They're the ones silently observing, calculating, and waiting. That's where the Sigma comes in. They don't need the spotlight to own the room. In fact, they thrive in the shadows where their most lethal traits remain hidden. But there's one Sigma trait so subtle, so underestimated, that it's practically a superpower. And it's dangerous not because it's loud, but because it's invisible until it's too late. You think they're just minding their business? Oh no, they're dismantling your entire strategy piece by piece, all while looking like they're just deciding between coffee or tea. Number one, mastery of dual personas. Sigmas are masters of dual personas, and this isn't some cheap act. It's a finely tuned skill that lets them operate in two worlds at once. They can blend into any environment, effortlessly switching between being approachable and untouchable. To most people, they seem perfectly ordinary, just another face in the crowd. But that's the trick. Beneath the surface, there's a completely different layer. A quiet, calculating mind observing everything, making notes, and staying 10 steps ahead. This ability to exist in two spaces simultaneously is what makes them so dangerous. It's not deception in the traditional sense. They're not pretending to be someone they're not. They're simply showing you the version of themselves that serves their purpose at that moment. It's like playing chess, but instead of pieces, they're playing with perception. 1 minute, they're the friendly co-worker or the laid-back friend, and the next, they're the silent strategist who's already figured out your next 3 moves. What makes this duality unsettling is its subtlety. Most people wear their intentions on their sleeves, ego, ambition, insecurities. It's all there if you know where to look. But with a Sigma, you'll never get the full picture. They give just enough to make you comfortable while keeping their true motives locked away. You might feel like you know them, but that's by design. They control the narrative, and the more you think you've figured them out, the less you actually know. This dual persona is both a shield and a weapon. It keeps them protected from manipulation while allowing them to quietly influence the world around them. The danger lies in their ability to move undetected. By the time you realize what's happening, they've already achieved their goal, and you never saw it coming. Number 2, refusal to play zero-sum games. Sigmas refuse to play zero-sum games because they know the truth most people ignore. No one really wins when the goal is to crush the other person. Life isn't a boxing ring for them, and they don't waste energy swinging at opponents to feel victorious. They've mastered the art of walking away, not out of weakness, but because they see the futility of engaging in petty power struggles. They understand that fighting over scraps isn't power, it's desperation. This refusal is unsettling to others because it defies expectation. Most people are conditioned to react, to defend, to prove something, but a Sigma won't give you that satisfaction. You want a war? They'll let you fight it alone while they quietly move on to something more meaningful. It's like bringing your best weapon to a duel only to find out your opponent decided the battlefield wasn't worth their time. The power of this approach lies in its efficiency. While others burn themselves out trying to win meaningless battles, Sigmas conserve their energy for bigger, smarter plays. They don't fight for the sake of ego or validation. They only engage when the stakes are worth it, and when they do, they've already positioned themselves to win without making a scene. This mindset isn't just strategic, it's dangerous. It leaves competitors grasping at shadows, unsure of how to provoke or pin them down. By refusing to engage in zero-sum games, Sigmas dismantle the very foundation of conflict. You can't outmaneuver someone who's not even on the same board as you. And the scariest part? Their silence isn't surrender, it's strategy. By the time others realize the game isn't worth playing, the Sigma has already built something far more valuable elsewhere. And number 3, obsessive curiosity for forbidden knowledge. Sigmas are driven by an obsessive curiosity for forbidden knowledge, and it's this unrelenting hunger for the hidden that makes them truly dangerous. They're not content with surface-level truths or the information everyone else is spoon-fed. They crave what lies beneath, the secrets, the unspoken rules, and the truths society tries to bury. What sets them apart isn't just their curiosity, but their willingness to go where others won't. While most people shy away from uncomfortable answers, Sigmas dive headfirst into the unknown, no matter how unsettling it might be. This relentless pursuit isn't for shock value or rebellion. It's about understanding the world in its raw, unfiltered form. Sigmas know that the most powerful insights are the ones that make others squirm, the knowledge that reshapes perspectives and shifts power dynamics. They read between the lines, question authority, and dissect narratives until they uncover what's real. It's not paranoia, it's precision. The danger here is their ability to use this knowledge. Forbidden truths aren't just things they collect for fun, they're tools. Sigmas don't just learn, they apply. Whether it's understanding hidden motives in a conversation or figuring out how systems of power really work, they take what they know and turn it into an advantage. They're the ones who can spot manipulation in an instant or see opportunities others miss entirely. What makes this trait so unnerving is its quiet intensity. They don't broadcast their findings. They let the knowledge simmer, waiting for the perfect moment to act. By the time others realize how much they've uncovered, it's often too late to stop them. Sigmas thrive in the shadows of what's forbidden, and their ability to navigate this uncharted territory makes them a force to be reckoned with. Number 4, mastery of disguise. Sigmas have mastered the art of disguise, and it's not about wearing fake masks or pretending to be someone they're not. Their disguise is their ability to blend seamlessly into any situation while keeping their true intentions hidden. They can walk into a room and make you feel like you know them, like they're just another regular person, but beneath that unassuming exterior is someone who's fully in control, observing every detail and mapping out the dynamics in play. This mastery makes them incredibly dangerous because it's impossible to pin them down. They don't fit neatly into any category, and just when you think you've figured them out, they'll shift again, adapting effortlessly to their surroundings. It's not about deceit, it's about strategy. Sigmas understand that people reveal more when they feel comfortable, so they use their adaptability to disarm others, creating an illusion of familiarity while staying 2 steps ahead. The power of this skill lies in its subtlety. They don't draw attention to themselves, and that's what makes them so effective. While others are busy making noise, asserting dominance, or vying for recognition, Sigmas quietly collect information piece by piece without anyone suspecting a thing. It's the ultimate camouflage. They're everywhere and nowhere at the same time. This ability isn't just about blending in, it's about controlling perception. Sigmas decide what others see and, more importantly, what they don't. They can navigate social circles, business deals, and power plays without ever showing their full hand. By the time you realize they weren't just going with the flow, they've already achieved their objective, leaving you wondering how you never saw it coming. Their mastery of disguise isn't just a survival tactic, it's their greatest weapon. Number 5, calculated risk addiction. Sigmas have a unique relationship with risk. It's not recklessness, and it's not blind courage. They are addicted to calculated risks, the kind that most people shy away from because it involves too much uncertainty. For Sigmas, it's not about the thrill of gambling everything on a whim. It's about testing boundaries, exploring the unknown, and seeing just how far they can push the limits without losing control. They don't take risks just for the sake of it. They take risks that matter, ones that have the potential to reshape their lives or put them ahead in ways others can't even comprehend. This calculated approach is what makes their risk-taking so dangerous. While most people either avoid risks or jump in impulsively, Sigmas spend their time analyzing every angle, considering every outcome, and preparing for scenarios no one else even thought of. By the time they decide to act, they've already accounted for the fallout and have contingencies in place. To outsiders, their choices might seem bold or even reckless, but to a Sigma, it's a controlled move in a game they've already studied. What makes this trait so unsettling is the quiet confidence they exude when they take these leaps. They don't second-guess themselves or panic under pressure. While others hesitate, Sigmas strike, and they usually do so in a way that leaves everyone else scrambling to catch up. They thrive in the gray areas where uncertainty reigns because they know that's where the real opportunities lie. The real danger of a Sigma's calculated risk addiction is their ability to turn challenges into stepping stones. While most people are paralyzed by fear of failure, Sigmas see risks as the only path to real growth. And because they're willing to take those steps, they often end up exactly where others wish they could be. Number 6, brutal self-honesty. Sigmas are brutally honest with themselves, and this might be their most dangerous trait of all. Most people live with a layer of self-deception, sugarcoating their flaws, rationalizing bad decisions, or clinging to comforting lies. Sigmas, they rip all that away. They don't waste time pretending they're perfect or blaming the world for their problems. Instead, they face their truths head-on, no matter how harsh or uncomfortable those truths may be. This kind of self-honesty is rare and unsettling because it requires immense mental toughness. Sigmas dissect their failures, analyze their weaknesses, and own up to their mistakes without flinching. It's not about self-loathing, it's about growth. They don't see brutal self-assessment as a punishment. They see it as a tool to sharpen their edges. If something's holding them back, they'll find it and fix it, even if it means admitting hard truths no one else would dare confront. What makes this trait so dangerous is its ripple effect. When you're brutally honest with yourself, you become untouchable. Criticism doesn't sting because you've already addressed it internally. Manipulation falls flat because you know exactly who you are and what you want. Fear loses its grip because you've confronted the worst parts of yourself and come out stronger on the other side. This relentless self-awareness gives Sigmas a kind of quiet power that's hard to shake. They don't need external validation because they trust their own judgment. They don't crumble under pressure because they've already done the hard work of facing their inner battles. And when they do engage with the world, they do so from a place of unshakable authenticity. That level of self-mastery is intimidating to anyone who hasn't done the same, and that's exactly why it's so dangerous. Number 7, ethics as an afterthought. For Sigmas, ethics aren't a rigid set of rules. They're a flexible tool, one they use when it serves a purpose. This isn't to say they're immoral or don't have principles. In fact, they often have a strong internal compass. But here's the twist. They prioritize results over appearances. If doing what's right, according to society, means achieving nothing, Sigmas will take a hard pass. They're not bound by the traditional moral playbook because they know that morality is often a game of optics, not substance. What makes this approach dangerous is their ability to navigate gray areas with precision. While others are stuck debating what's proper or trying to win moral high ground, Sigmas are already making moves. They understand that sometimes progress requires bending rules, breaking traditions, or even making decisions that others might find uncomfortable. To them, the bigger picture always matters more than staying inside some imaginary ethical box. This flexibility can unsettle people because it's unpredictable. A Sigma might walk away from a shady deal one day because it doesn't align with their internal values, but the next day they'll play hardball if it gets the job done. It's not hypocrisy, it's adaptability. They refuse to let anyone else dictate what's right for them because they trust their own judgment far more than societal norms. What's truly intimidating is how effective this mindset is. Sigmas don't waste time justifying their actions to others, they simply focus on getting the result they need. By the time people are done debating whether what they did was ethical, the Sigma has already moved on, leaving everyone else stuck in the weeds of indecision. Their ethics as an afterthought approach isn't about being ruthless, it's about being unstoppable. Number 8, silent psychological manipulation. Sigmas are masters of silent psychological manipulation, and it's not the kind of manipulation that's loud or obvious. They don't need dramatic power plays or over-the-top mind games to get what they want. Instead, they operate subtly, using observation, intuition, and precise communication to influence the people and situations around them. Their approach is so seamless that most people don't even realize they're being steered in a specific direction until it's already happened. What makes this so effective is their ability to read people like an open book. Sigmas have a knack for picking up on the unspoken, body language, tone shifts, even micro-expressions most wouldn't notice. They take in all these details and use them to understand what makes someone tick. This insight allows them to press the exact right buttons without ever seeming like they're trying. They don't demand or force. They suggest, nudge, and let you think it was your idea all along. Their silence makes them even more dangerous. While others try to dominate conversations or assert control, Sigmas listen. They give people space to reveal their desires, fears, and intentions, storing that information for later. When they finally speak, their words carry weight because they've already calculated the impact. It's not manipulation for manipulation's sake. It's a deliberate strategy to achieve their goals without unnecessary conflict. What's unsettling about this is how effortless it looks. Sigmas don't need to be loud or forceful to shape outcomes. They rely on precision and patience. Their ability to influence without detection makes them unpredictable, and that's what keeps others off balance. By the time you realize a Sigma has shifted the narrative or changed the dynamics, it's already too late. Their power lies in their quiet control, and that's a game few can match. Number 9, detached patience. Sigmas possess a level of patience that is both unsettling and awe-inspiring. It's not the kind of patience that merely waits for the right moment. It's a detached, calculated patience that allows them to outlast anyone in pursuit of their goals. While others get caught up in urgency, react impulsively, or grow frustrated by delays, Sigmas remain unshaken, completely unfazed by the ticking clock or external pressures. Their patience stems from an understanding that time is one of the greatest weapons in their arsenal. They know that people often reveal their true selves in moments of impatience or desperation. By waiting silently in the background, they allow others to make mistakes, expose their weaknesses, or burn themselves out trying to force outcomes. Sigmas don't waste energy trying to control every second. They let time do the heavy lifting while they observe, strategize, and prepare. What makes their patience dangerous is how detached it is. They're not emotionally tethered to immediate gratification or quick wins. If a situation doesn't go their way today, they'll simply adjust their approach and wait for a better opportunity. This ability to step back and play the long game gives them an advantage that most people can't compete with. Their moves are deliberate, calculated, and often impossible to predict because they're not racing to the finish line. They're designing the path itself. This level of patience makes them unpredictable and difficult to counter. While others show their hand too early or crumble under pressure, Sigmas remain calm, always holding something back. By the time everyone else is scrambling to keep up, the Sigma has already set their plans in motion. Their patience isn't passive, it's a weapon, and they wield it with precision and power that's almost unnerving. Number 10, fearless truth-telling. Sigmas possess an almost terrifying gift for fearless truth-telling. They don't hide behind social niceties or sugarcoat reality to spare someone's feelings. When a Sigma speaks, they speak with brutal honesty, even if it ruffles feathers or shatters illusions. This isn't about being rude or inconsiderate, it's about cutting through the noise and getting to the heart of the matter, no matter how uncomfortable that may be. And that's exactly why it's so dangerous. People are conditioned to avoid confrontation, to dance around truths in favor of preserving harmony. Sigmas, they reject this. They know that the only way to truly move forward, whether in a relationship, business, or self-development, is to face things head-on. If someone's not pulling their weight, a Sigma will call them out. If a situation is failing, they won't pretend it's fine just to make others feel better. They cut through the bullshit and leave no room for excuses. What makes this trait so powerful is the precision with which Sigmas deliver the truth. They don't shout it from the rooftops or launch into a tirade. Instead, they slip it into the conversation with calm authority, often catching people off guard. The impact is immediate because it forces others to confront the reality they've been avoiding. While most people are too afraid to speak uncomfortable truths, Sigmas do it effortlessly, and that alone shifts the dynamics in the room. This fearless honesty might make people uncomfortable, but it's also incredibly freeing. Sigmas don't waste time pretending or playing games. They deal with reality, and because they do, they become a force of nature that others can't ignore. They don't just speak the truth, they make others face it, and that's something not many are equipped to handle. In the end, the most dangerous Sigma traits aren't flashy or loud, they're silent, subtle, and calculated, operating under the radar in ways that leave others scrambling to catch up. The mastery of dual personas, the refusal to play by conventional rules, and the ruthless honesty they apply to themselves and the world make them formidable in ways few can even comprehend. Sigmas don't follow the script. They write their own, carefully choosing when to blend in and when to stand apart, allowing them to navigate any situation with unmatched precision. Their ability to manipulate not through force but through quiet observation, and their detached patience that lets them play the long game, means they're always several steps ahead. And when they speak their truth, it's never just words. It's a seismic shift that forces others to rethink everything. What makes these traits so powerful isn't just their individual impact. It's the way they combine. A Sigma doesn't need to be loud to be heard. They don't need to control every moment. They simply need to wait for the perfect one. And when they take action, it's not out of impulse, but because they know the exact right move to make. These traits make Sigmas unpredictable, unstoppable, and utterly captivating. They live beyond the constraints of society's expectations, carving out their own path with ruthless efficiency. And that's what makes them so undeniably dangerous. If you found yourself captivated by the world of Sigmas and their extraordinary traits, then don't let this journey end here. Hit that subscribe button and join us as we dive deeper into the minds of those who don't just follow the rules, they redefine them. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Stay tuned for more insights that challenge the ordinary and elevate the exceptional. Thanks for being part of this, and welcome to a community that values brilliance, authenticity, and a little bit of mystery. Bye for now, and see you in the next video.